Okay, we are cooked.
This guy is in love with his household robot. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is the Cardinal Duck, and today we will be covering a manga called My Wife Has No Emotion. This manga was released back in March of 2019, and it practically has an anime adaptation. But before we start, I'm going to cover up until chapter 1 until chapter 3 of the manga, so if you guys don't want to get spoiled, you can click off the video right now and read the manga. But if you don't want to, enjoy the video. The story starts off with a guy named Takuma Kasugi. He's a lonely lad in his mid-20s working in a Japanese corporate job, and because of that, he couldn't clean or cook for himself. So, he bought a second-hand household robot, which is basically a Mina series. The Mina series that Takuma Kasugi got was a cooking variant. Okay, imagine yourself as a 20-year-old lonely Japanese corporate worker, and you bought a second-hand robot. What would you do? And this robot looks so much like a human. And do you know what Takuma did? He catches feelings for his household cooking robot. Now honestly, I don't really blame Takuma. It's because he's a lonely guy and someone is actually showing affection for him. But this thing that's showing him affection is not human. It's basically a household robot that he bought. And I'm not saying that it's wrong. Although, it's pretty wrong, if you ask me. It's a robot that's supposed to cook for you. But this guy fell in love with it because it's showing him affection, and that affection is cooking for him. Why did bro buy a robot that cooks for him if he falls in love with the way it acts? It's doing just what it's supposed to do. But honestly, if I were in his shoes, I'd probably fall in love with the household robot too. So honestly, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Okay, now moving on. What do you think Takuma does after he confesses his love for Mina? He asks about what Mina feels about him. Mina answers innocently, saying that Takuma-sama is my husband. And blah blah blah, and shortly after they slept together. I'm joking! They did sleep together, but it's not what you think. And the next day comes and Takuma wanted to go out and have a picnic with Mina-chan, which definitely didn't end really nicely. But don't worry, Mina-chan is basically waterproof and a little bit of rain and thunderstorm won't really damage her. It went all pretty well. Don't worry about it. And the next day, Takuma bought a wedding ring for Mina-san to embody their husband and wife status. Pretty wholesome. The manga is really sweet and I really love reading it. Sometimes it's not really wholesome and there are some problems, but of course they are a really good couple. They can pass through anything with their love. And yeah, it's pretty cliche sometimes, but wow, Mina's a robot. It's kind of unique, right? So I'll be ending the video now. Thank you for watching and see you guys.